Hello. Once again, this is your professor next door, Sir Joseph. So here we are again. We'll be talking about one of the important parts of our history, particularly in the life and times of Giuseppe Laurel. So for this session, we will be talking about the Ray Conley bribery case and the cabinet crisis of 1923. So now, ano kayang kinalaman ni Giuseppe Laurel dito? So let us try to find out. So, ang year na pag-uusapan natin is between 1922 and 1923. So, tandaan po natin, Jose Laurel, as a student, he went all over the world para mag-aral ng law, mag-aral ng abogasya. And then, in 1922, he just received one of the highest honor sa Yale University, and he received the degree of Doctor of Civil Law. So now, when he went back to the Philippines, he was appointed by the Governor General of the Philippines, Leonard Wood, as an Undersecretary for the Department of Interior. A year later, 1923, as Dr. Jose Laurel was promoted as the Secretary of the Department of Interior, dumating yung tinatawag natin na Ray Conley bribery case. So ngayon, ano ba nangyari dito sa kaso ni Ray Conley na to? At ano ba yung nangyari doon sa tinatawag natin na cabinet crisis? So let us start. So ngayon, ang pinaka-pinag-uusapan sa Ray Conley case, of course, is si Ray Conley himself. So sino nga ba si Ray Conley? Ray Conley is a young American detective na nagpunta sa Pilipinas noong 1912 pa lamang. But anong nangyari, while he was here in the Philippines, nagkaroon siya ng involvement sa iba't ibang mga kaso or sa mga iba't ibang offenses like yung falsification of documents, nagkaroon din siya ng involvement sa drugs, and nagkaroon din siya ng mga involvement sa bribery. So ngayon, dahil dun sa mga iba't ibang mga kinakaharap na mga controversies ni Ray Conley, nagkaroon tuloy siya ng kaso, which is of course criminal and administrative case na ipinataw sa kanya ng Manila Mayor at that time, si Ramon Fernandez. And of course, syempre si Jose Laurel as the Interior Secretary at that time, meron siyang responsibility over dun sa naging kaso ni Ray Conley. So ngayon, ito sa naganap na trial dun sa case ni Ray Conley, he was acquitted dun sa mga criminal charges against sa kanya. So, after that, Jose Laurel and Ramon Fernandez both agreed to have an administrative investigation for the administrative cases for Ray Conley. So, ngayon ang nangyari dito, Governor Wood intervened dun sa ginawa ni Jose Laurel and ni Ramon Fernandez. So, ngayon ang nangyari, Governor Wood formed his own investigation panel and then later on dismissed the charges of bribery and other administrative offenses na nagawa ni Ray Conley. And to make matters worse, Governor Wood ordered Jose Laurel to reinstate Ray Conley. After what happened, he ordered Jose Laurel to reinstate Ray Conley, and on top of that, Ray Conley must be paid for the salary na hindi niya natanggap during his suspension. So ngayon, of course, syempre, naging masama yung loob ni Jose Laurel because they really felt na maraming kasong kinasangkutan yung Ray Conley, and then they really felt na inabuswelto siya ni Governor Wood just because Amerikano, just because he sided dun sa kalahi niya. And Jose Laurel felt na hindi na niya dapat patuloy dun sa kanyang position as a Secretary of the Interior. Kaya ngayon, nung inutusan ni Governor Wood si Jose Laurel na reinstate si Ray Conley, ang ginawa naman ni Jose Laurel, he requested Manila Mayor Ramon Fernandez at that time to reinstate Ray Conley himself. Pero, anong nangyari? Nag-resign din si Ramon Fernandez to his post as Manila Mayor. Kaya ngayon, nung nakarating kay Governor Wood yung decision ni Jose Laurel to resign as the Cabinet Secretary for the Department of Interior, si Governor Wood ayaw niya napayagan na mag-resign si Jose Laurel because he really needed the services of Jose Laurel because of course, syempre, alam naman natin yung credentials and yung skills ni Dr. Jose Laurel. So ngayon, sa pagpapatuloy, pinatawag ni Governor Wood si Jose Laurel para kumbinsin ito na wag na mag-resign. Pero ito na nga, sinabi ni Jose Laurel that although malaking utang na loob niya kay Governor Wood for putting him in a very prestigious position under his cabinet, ang sinabi ni Dr. Laurel ay yung ito, the honor to my country and my personal integrity does not allow me to continue. Yun ang sinabi ni Jose Laurel kay Governor Wood. So ano ibig sabihin nito? Hindi maatim nung konsensya at hindi maatim nung integridad ni Dr. Jose Laurel na magpatuloy sa kanyang pwesto na palagpasin yung ginawa na katiwalian nung Ray Conley. So in short, ayaw ni Jose Laurel na konsintihin yung kamalian na ginagawa ni Governor Wood at nung Ray Conley. So ano nangyari dito? Walang nagawa si Governor Wood, nag-resign si Jose Laurel at sumunod pa yung ibang mga cabinet secretaries ni Governor Wood. Yung mga Filipino cabinet secretaries ni Governor Wood, they all resign, including si Manuel Quezon, si Jose Abad Santos. So yung mga renowned statesmen natin at that time, nagsialisan sila dun sa post na cabinet secretaries. So ngayon, ano nangyari sa time na to kay JPL? Nag-resign siya. He went back to a private life and started yung practice ng kanyang law. At dito na siya nagkaroon ng involvement with the Japanese dahil karamihan sa mga naging clients niya are the Japanese. So nagkaroon siya ng mga connections with the different Japanese personalities, and then he also sent members of his family para mag-aral sa Japan. So makikita natin dito nagsimula yung connection ni Jose Laurel sa mga Japanese. So ngayon, kung titingnan natin, ano ba yung importance nung Ray Conley bribery case and the cabinet crisis doon sa legacy ni Jose Laurel? Simple lang. Pinapakita dito yung honor and integrity ng ating mga public officials ng mga panahon na yan, especially kay Jose Laurel. Dahil kung makikita naman natin, hindi niya tinatanggap or hindi niya tinotolerate yung mga ganong klase ng gawain. And isa pa nakadagdag doon is of course, maraming ginagawa si Governor Wood na hindi maatim ng mga Filipinos at maraming reklamo against sa kanya. For example, yung pagvivito niya doon sa mga batas na ginagawa ng mga Filipino officials that would benefit the Filipinos. He's even reluctant sa pagbibigay ng independence sa mga Pilipino. And then of course, nandyan yung racial discrimination. And then of course, yung bribery sa yung corruption case kay Ray Conley. So nagpatong-patong yun at hindi yung matanggap ni Jose Laurel. Kaya from that, makikita natin, Jose Laurel as a public servant is indeed an honorable person. He did not tolerate corruption and he did not tolerate those kind of corrupt practices na ginagawa ng ating mga government officials. So, magandang halimbawa si Jose Laurel sa mga government officials natin ngayon na dapat ganun ang ginagawa. Na ganun dapat na mayroong dangal. Kaya bagay na bagay yung apelidong Laurel kay Jose dahil syempre of course, as we all know, a man of honor, a man of integrity si Dr. Jose Laurel. Doon pa lang sa pinapakita niya, doon pa lang sa ginawa niya, doon sa Ray Conley case na to. So, titignan natin yung actions ni Jose Laurel is worthy para sa isang kahangahangang public official na hindi binibigyan ng puwang yung corruption sa kanyang opisina. So, sana pangmulutan ito ng aral ng ating mga estudyante, especially dun sa mga gustong pumasok sa government work, sa government offices na dapat wag natin papayagan yung corruption na pumasok at wag natin hayaan na makain yung sarili natin ng sistema ng corruption sa ating bansa. So, napakahalaga ng pinakitang halimbawa ni Dr. Laurel na hindi natin dapat binibigyan ng puwang ang corruption, maliit man or malaki sa ating gobyerno. Dahil tatandaan po natin, in our government, we are not serving ourselves, but we are serving the Filipino people. And of course, pera ng taong bayan yung ating ginagamit dyan. Kaya dapat, iniingatan natin at binibigyan natin ng respeto yung posisyon na binibigay sa atin ng taong bayan. Kaya very important yung naging contribution ni Jose Laurel, yung pinakita niyang good example as a public official na galit sa corruption, na hindi nagtotolerate ng corruption. So, hindi rin niya hinayaan na mangibabaw yung utang na loob niya kay Governor Wood for putting him in that position. At mas nanaig kay Jose Laurel yung kanyang damdamin na makabayan at yung kanyang damdamin na nagbibigay halaga sa kanyang integridad at karangalan. So, ayun. With that, I would like to thank you for listening and I hope that you have learned something from our topic. Napakaganda ng ating paksa. And hopefully, you can all somehow imitate kung ano yung ginawa ni Dr. Jose Laurel one way or the other. So, thank you very much for listening. So, once again, this is your professor next door, Sir Joseph. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Have a good day.